Hey everybody, Camille here, and I am the founder and CEO of Positivity Platform. I'm sure you guys are wondering how you stumbled upon this, what in the world we're going to talk about today. So I'm so excited to dive in. I've got my coffee, so I'm ready to chat with you guys and get you started on our topic for today. And our topic today is basic needs you need to know before you start your first freezer meal. And I love this. I think it's so important to have a foundation and the basic knowledge before you jump into something, because if you jump into something without doing research or without having a foundation, you may have a bad taste in your mouth. You may do something wrong. You may completely get overwhelmed, and I don't want that to happen to you if you are interested in starting your freezer meals. I was introduced to freezer meals with a group of ladies. It was just four of us friends, and we decided to get together, drink wine one night, and each bring two recipes. And then we left with two, four, six, eight recipes that all of us had compiled together, and it was super duper fun. And I wanted to do something for other people, because I know I'm not the only one that is insanely busy. I know I'm not the only one that has kids that are picky, and so I wanted to figure out how to share about this. So I did more research after that because I was intrigued, and I've started doing it for my family and for other families that are local to where I live in Minnesota. And so I wanted to give you guys the basic, the foundation of what to really think about before you start picking your recipes or start your grocery shopping. You need your foundation. And so our foundation is based off of questions. And you are the only one that is going to know the answers to these questions. You are the only one that knows how your family works, knows how your household works, knows how crazy busy you are, and what your schedule looks like. But I challenge you to really, really think about these questions. How many people do you feed on a daily basis? This may be different for different meals. Do you have a kiddo who refuses to eat breakfast? That's how I was as a kid. So my mom only had three to feed. Do you have a kiddo who is in like 5 sports, so they're barely ever home at dinner? Or a kiddo who can't eat school lunches? Like, you are the only one that knows how many people you feed per meal on a daily basis. You are the only one that knows if your family has any food allergies. I'm lactose intolerant and have a very mild gluten sensitivity, whereas Alan and Axton can eat whatever they want. So I have to be mindful of that. Do certain people in your house not eat certain foods? As a kid, all four of us kids ate different things, and how my dad ran our house was, if you didn't like what was for dinner, you could have a bowl of cereal or you could go hungry. But obviously you don't want that to happen to your kids, so think about that when you are thinking about your foundation and how you want to start doing your freezer meals. Are there certain foods that will not get eaten and will either be tossed or will just go to waste? And next, you want to think about your budget. How much are you spending on groceries now? How much can you set aside and pay for up front to pay for the supplies you need for the freezer meals? Do you have a fluctuating budget? And if that's the case, then it's really important to sit down and figure out kind of where you are in a range, and if you need to. I know Alan and I have to. We have to set a budget for our groceries. Otherwise, we'd be buying junk left and right, and then it would be thrown away. But your foundation, all of these questions that I just mentioned, are going to lead you into how you're going to pick your recipes and how you're going to plan your grocery list and your shopping trip. And by having this foundation set in stone and really, really thinking about your answers and understanding why you got those answers, it's going to make those next couple steps to successfully create freezer meals a lot easier. And so I challenge you guys to take these questions, sit down by yourself, sit down with your husband, your significant other, your kids, whoever it may be, and really come up with the answers so that as we move on into our our next steps of creating freezer meals that it's easy, it's simple, it's not time consuming, and it's not stressful. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee, and I will check in with you guys or see you soon.